Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Howell. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and it's second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
There were moments where Thibodeau really flashed and looked like an absolute monster as a rookie. Finished 4th in the Rookie of the Year voting. And if he gets more consistent in year 2, look out. His numbers will be big time.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Giants at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throwing Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Cody Barton there to bring him down. You talk about this Washington defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, they have that dagger play, they have that play to just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
It's easy to celebrate every good run by Robinson because stories don't get much better than his last year. Shot during an attempted robbery just 13 days before the regular season. He made it back by week 5 and played in 12 games for Washington. Even better, gained almost 800 yards leading the Commanders.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 5. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing here, Howell. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they'll get it down here at the 23. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy, 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about the short put out by these two defenses in this first half? The Fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them give it an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. An injury stoppage, and it looks like, yeah, it's the quarterback, Daniel Jones, receiving some assistance. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Back to throw. Howell. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Joey Slye, the kickoff for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Getting this into the hands of Turner. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Powell out of the shotgun. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, it's Taylor. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, man. Check, man.
Now it's Taylor. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Giants nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Off play action. It's Howell. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Taylor. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Hey, smash Taco!
On 3rd down, Taylor. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win.
And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Howell and the Commanders come up now, 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders add 6 to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it is 28-0.
Commanders 28, Giants nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 4. Here's Taylor. Pass taken in by his big. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A handoff, Barkley running left. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And Robinson, the motion man right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. That is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Taylor. He's got Bellinger. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word, because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing. Can't finish off a drive to save their lives in this game. And this one winds up again, giving them, dare I say it, nothing.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson with another carry. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 3rd and 3. Faking the handoff. Howell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Handoff now to Robinson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Handoff to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
To the right side and complete to Thomas.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Taylor to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Check smash, check smash. Ready.
Taylor will throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's Taylor. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. A good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, break. Hey, check that, street.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On first down, Drake. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Street.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Next possession.
Oh, that's too bad.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a pickup of 6. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Rodriguez now on 2nd down. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Washington, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.